All right. Hello, everyone. We are once again live. We're going to try this again. We're going to get it right. Okay. So we are currently live. So this one ended. So that one's gone. Let's go back out and let's see what the heck is going on with this one. I think my Wi-Fi is very poor. Here. It looks like I am live. Okay. Great. Hello. Once again. Oh my goodness. Maybe third time's a charm, right? We're working on this little one this morning because we are working on with Shelly Marie. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using kind of making this acrylic paint into a heat setting. That's what you can do with the Shelly Marie. Let's hurry this up before it dries in the dish, and then I'll have to refresh it. How are we this morning? Just wanted to get this kind of going. Hey, Kathy! Oh my gosh, somebody is here. Hello. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Good to see you. My goodness. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my live stream, but we're finally getting somewhere. Just keep trying and trying. I am working on Miss Quinby today. And a little bit later, I will be working on Famous Faye back there. But this one, I just wanted to do some experimental stuff again with the Shelly Marie and the air dry paints. Hope all is going well. Yes. Mark is actually feeling pretty much back to normal. That is because he didn't have to have chemo this week. Well, he had to have it, but he couldn't get the chemo because his counts were down. So he couldn't get it, but since he didn't have chemo, he's like feeling pretty much better. Anytime you have chemotherapy, you feel crummy. So other than that, we're feeling good. I'm feeling better. I'm back to normal. I know I said I wasn't going to get in front of the camera, but here I am. I'm missing a tooth, but we're going to get that fixed next month. And so I worked out a plan with all that. I've got lots of dental work coming up with me and my kiddos. So that's going to be fun. So trying to make babies so that we can pay for all that fun stuff, right? So we got to pay for that. You love Quimby? I love Quimby too. She's so cute. She's so adorable. Oh my gosh. So adorbs. So I haven't done painting in such a while that I'm doing, I will be doing more experimental, like I will be hair painting an off, I call it an off doll, because I haven't done it in so long, because I kind of, stepped aside for everything else with the reborning. So I have a baby. That's a giveaway baby somewhere down the road for the patrons. I will be hair painting that baby so that I can get back into the groove of hair painting again, because I just don't want to jump right on in with this reborn and with Lori's reborn and just start, because that baby's ready for hair painting as well. I don't want to just jump on in with that. Thank you for your prayers. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We need all the prayers we can get. So far, he's doing well. I'm just going to soak it all in the days that he's doing well. So he's at church this morning, and I know I should be there with him, but I have to get this stuff done. And our church does have a live broadcast, so I can just tune in at any time to listen to today's sermon. So I hate to do that, but I gotta get this stuff done because I have no idea why my new job is so exhausting, even though it's easier work. It's just the way the hours are makes me so tired. I feel so tired after work. Thank you so much for your prayers. Hello, 4 people or 3 other people other than me. I am Mom's Silly Channel. So, hello, everyone. There we go. That's me, Mom's Silly Channel. I'm on my other channel right now. I will get braver with this as time goes on. I am doing the Shelly Marie this morning. This is stuff that turns your acrylic air dry paint into heat set paint. This is it right here. I love this stuff. I'm not sensitive to that. So that is my alternative to heat set paint. I'm finding it that doing both acrylic air dry method along with the heat set Shelly Marie is working pretty well, doing the combination of both. So yeah, I love the color that I'm using. I'm putting the color, it is Alizarin Crimson that I'm using for this blushing layer. This is great. You do not need to mix. You don't need to mix this with anything other color. I like it just right out of the bottle. This stuff is very well pigmented, and that's why I love it. Using it for like the final blushing layer. And then after I bake this, it will be like I'll just do touching, like a touch-up layer, like where I feel that I may have missed something or what, you know. So, yeah. Mama Man's nursery, how are you doing? You are probably tired from mental exhaustion. Exactly. Yeah. I have mental exhaustion, but I've been praying real hard about that too. It's been helping a lot. A lot of prayers have been helping. Um, so yeah. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. You got to come over. When you going to sit here? I got a table for you. So you can sit here, like I can sit there, you can sit here. I got a table for you right here. So we got to make an appointment for you to come on over and paint with me, and maybe we can do a live stream together if you want. That would be so much fun. So much fun. This paints around. Maybe one day I might be able to paint hair with this Shelly Marie, but for now I'm just going to stick with the air dry. What have you been up to, Mama Pat? What you been up to? Yeah, he was supposed to go in. His count was low. It's frustrating because he couldn't get the chemo because his white cells were down, and then they wanted to give him a shot of something, and then they didn't approve it. So then that was frustrating to get his counts up quicker. But I said, nah, just let your counts go up naturally. He had that problem 31 years ago too, because he's a cancer survivor. He survived cancer 31 years ago, so he's a survivor. He's going to beat this one too. So we're getting on a better diet, and we're learning lots of stuff along the way. You learn a lot of things. Glad to be going live. I finally found a way. I don't have to wait for 1,000 subscribers anymore. But please do subscribe though. If you're watching this, I'd love to have you. I'm not in a rush for 1,000 anymore now that I can do live streams this way. It's pretty cool. I love the way this Shelly Marie makes the paint so movable. It makes it really nice. Maybe I'll be painting one day full time with this stuff. Who knows? So what's everybody doing this weekend? What's everybody up to? I'm good, thanks. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm waiting whenever you have time. So, let's see what is going. Let me check and see what's going on like next weekend. Let's see what's going on tonight. The kids are coming over to carve their pumpkins, so I want to get painting out of the way because then I got to get ready for work again. Once again, then I got to get ready for the work week. But yeah, next weekend might look good. Let me ask Mark what's going on. Also, yeah, if you didn't already, you know, he has cancer, so we also have to wait and see how he's feeling after chemotherapy. So if he's not feeling well, then that's a bummer that, you know, we have to limit people coming over. My kids haven't even really been here. And the only reason why they're coming over tonight is, well, he didn't have chemo this week, so he's feeling better, but he's just being cautious, you know, staying away from people as much as possible. So it all depends on that too. But yeah. I might put a little bit more. So it's not so thick. Oh, I love this stuff. I highly recommend it if you're a person that's sensitive to thinners and um, mineral spirits. Good thing I didn't learn printing at work because, like, they have the printing press at work that prints the numbers and all that on the tubing we make. I work in a place where we make feeding tubes for, you know, those feeding tubes that go down your nose and the ones that go in your stomach. So we make those feeding tubes. My daughter prints like the numbers on them, like she prints those. But she was telling me that they use they use mineral spirits when cleaning up the printing pad, and I'm like, oh, good. I'm glad I'm not because I can't work around mineral spirits. And it's funny because like I smell alcohol all day at work because we use alcohol a lot to clean, to keep parts pretty sterile while we're working on them during the process of, you know, manufacturing them. There's a lot of alcohol involved. So when I'm painting at home, I use a lot of alcohol as well. It cleans the paint out of the dish. It's a sterilizer too. So it's funny. It's like, oh, that smells like I'm at work. Let's see if this matches face. Does. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how he's doing. And as long as you're not sick, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, and I hate to tell my kids that too. I hate to tell them, you know, if you're not feeling well, if you're sick, please do not come over because his immune system's down. Here we go. The fun part of this. Spreading that. Nice. I like the way this spreads. I made it thicker so that it's more pigmented. because that's what I want. I want a lot of pigment on my babies. I want that blush to show up where, I mean, this may be faster too, because I'm trying to find a quicker way to paint as well. This just feels like it's like taking me forever with just the water and the acrylics. So I'm trying the Shelly Marie in the acrylic paints to see if it can move it along just a bit faster. Yeah. We have how many people? 4 people. Hey. 3 people actually. 4 people, including myself. It's kind of neat working with my kids. My kids work where I work. So it's nice to go to work and see my kids. So I do get to see my daughters and my future son-in-law. My other daughter is getting married too. So she just got engaged. Miss Lauren got engaged. So we got another wedding next summer. So that's why I'm going to get my one tooth fixed here, and then I'm going to, towards a wedding, then I'm going to get the rest of them done. So, save my teeth. I hate dental work. It's so uncomfortable and painful. I'm going to add a little bit more. Ooh, I love that. I'm loving the effect. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's just add just a tad more of this. I'm going to be buying more of this stuff. Make the paint a little bit thinner. It's kind of fade out that color down the arm. Maybe I'll be able to make ethnic babies with this, Shelly Marie. That would be cool. Can make it even. Even though I've practiced a couple times with just regular acrylic paints, and it worked out. I mean, I did some nice ethnic colors. It seems like ethnic babies are probably easier to paint than Caucasian babies. I don't know. What do you think, Mama Pat? Have you painted a Caucasian baby? And if so, are they easier or harder for you to do? You paint beautiful ethnic babies. I still have Delilah here. She's right there in the bassinet. She's like right there in the playpen bassinet. This is going to be the new way to go. So while I'm working on it, we can cover this up so that paint don't dry here. Get all funny. Oh, did I brush that? Then when this dries, then I can do the nails. We'll see how well it does. Normally, I take the paint off with a toothpick and create a nail, an actual little nail, and then go in and paint details into the nail beds and stuff like that. So it is sunny today. As you can see in the back of me, it's really sunny. Yay. Ethnic babies are harder to paint. Caucasian babies are much easier to paint. It seems like I found it like a little bit easier to paint like an ethnic baby, but I only painted like two. So one successful one, and then all the rest of them are like practice limbs and stuff. But you paint beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ethnic babies. I love, especially your toddlers. Your toddlers are just so stinking cute. If anybody, are you doing any of the Ohio doll shows anymore? Yeah, speaking of doll shows, are you going to, my goodness, are you going to any of the other doll shows? There's Yofi doll show, there Rose doll show is back. Rose doll show is back. Are you going to Kansas? Are you going to any of those? I don't know if we'll be making it to any doll shows because of his treatment and how Mark is doing. So we'll see. And financials, because I'm dumping a lot of money into my mouth, literally. So just change up my. Oh, I am freezing up again. I really love how this is bringing out the, it's totally bringing out the mottling. Just and I keep freezing up. I apologize for that. I'm frozen again. I'm so sorry about that. Freezing up. Let me go see what's going on over there. Freezing up. Oh, I'm afraid of my cat. Want to jump on this table. He wants to jump on this table really bad. Let me see if I can light on this end here. I keep freezing up. Okay. This is cool because you can kind of highlight these comments here, which is pretty cool. Let's see, I wanted to go to the one in Orlando December, but I'll be on my cruise. Ooh, a cruise! I want to try to make it next year. Thank you for the compliment on my ethnic dolls. Your dolls are beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we are live still. Yeah, it says we are. Okay. My phone's probably having a hard time. I do apologize on my end. It's showing that I am frozen. So hopefully it's not frozen on your end. Let me know. It is totally frozen on my end. So if you are seeing this, can you let me know that you're seeing this okay? It's saying that it's frozen. No, it's frozen. It's giving color right away. I love that. Please don't be frozen. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Live is fine. Okay, it's me. My Wi-Fi stinks today. Thank you for letting me know. What the heck is going on over there? Over here. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Cindy's babies, blankets, and more. You are not frozen on my end. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Live is fine. Thank you. I'm going to be trying different angles too. Like, so if this is like too far away, I can try to bring this a little closer. Just trying all kinds of fun things. More live stream is working great. I mean, live stream is working great. I read part of your name with that comment. Sorry. More live stream is working great. Thank you, Cindy. You're so welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hello. All right. Ooh, we can do some creasing too with this too. Ooh, that looks good. You are like really witnessing me experimenting with this stuff here, and it's working pretty good on the creasing so far too. Creasing is I gotta. I have to get used to this. another hand. It's so nice and sunny. It feels good. So what's the weather like where you're at? I need to go sit here. Sit. Sit. All right. Well, compare this to the other arm. See how much paint added to it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Good. Need a little more on the fingers there. And once again, if you get any kind of hair or fuzzies while painting, just let it dry. Just leave it alone. Don't mess with it. Let it dry, and you get yourself a dry little brush like this, and then you go in and just it'll dry and it'll come right off. Don't worry about it. I can't imagine what it's like in the world of silicone painting. That would drive me nuts. Knowing that you can like get potential hairs while painting with silicone because you're adding more silicone to silicone is my understanding while painting with silicone. I thought about it. If I decide to try my hand at silicone painting, I have the perfect doll over there, which she's missing a lot of her silicone painting. I love her. I just got her at the Kansas Doll Show, and I absolutely love her. She needs more, but her paint is kind of coming off. But I love her sculpt, and I love how she feels. It's gonna be more paint on her. All right, I want to keep messing with that. All right, I'll just kind of leave that alone. Just go back to that. Ooh. All right, all the creasing does work. "53 degrees, cloudy, and dreary." Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I would say it's about 60 degrees here, and it was sunny. Now it's getting cloudy now. So here. All right, let's just leave that alone. No, I keep saying it. Leave it alone. No, touch up that fingernail. No, leave it alone. Leave that alone. Especially with the fingers and toes, I'm so particular. All right, let's turn that up. Let's see how that looks. I have like 4 silicone kits. I want to try my hand at painting silicone. I'm sure you are going to do a beautiful job with painting silicone. A beautiful job. A gorgeous job at it. Let's see if it matches the head, which it does. See how long it takes me to paint one arm? Oh, man, I want to get through it a little quicker. Yeah, they say also a good thing to try out with silicone painting. You can buy like pieces of like a face from like you could buy them from McPherson's, just like a face or something you can paint on, which is a great idea. It's a great idea. Drive me crazy. So which of the Bountiful Baby kits do you have in silicone? I may try it. May try it someday. A little hand there. Love watching them come to life. That's what's so fun about painting Reborns. It's watching them come to life. Little creases. Hey, 4 people. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Hello. Spread that out. Love that. I love the feel of this stuff. It spreads it nice. And that's it. Butter. This goes over nice over acrylic or just the regular paints that I painted on with water. So the stuff seems to work pretty good with it so far. Let's get that nice and spread evenly. Some paint pool in here. Tonight, kids are coming over and they're having their pumpkin carving thing. That's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna throw on some great smelling candles. Oh, I like to make some pumpkin pies. It feels festive. Carved their pumpkins tonight. Today's drink is coffee. Cheers to you. Happy Sunday. I love my coffee. So what shall we talk about? I would love to return to the Rose Doll show again. Layton, because it's in Layton, Utah. It's in that hotel. It's at the Davis Conference Center once again, and Mark loved it. If by some chance there's a miracle and like financial wise, Mark is up to it, I'd love to go to the Rose Doll show again. I'd love to go to all of them. That would be cool, but I can only probably go to one if we do go. But I would, that it's so pretty over there, where the Davis Conference Center is, and then there's restaurants and stores like right next door and across the street from the Davis Conference Center. It was so nice. I totally loved it. Yeah, the last doll show I was at was, of course, the 2019, and then I didn't go to the one that happened. What year? Not a year ago, but the year before that. Was it? Did they have the 2021 one or 2022? They didn't have one for 2023, but they have one for 2024. So our bountiful baby sold it back to Sarah. She is a fantastic artist. I watch all her videos on YouTube. All her videos. So much fun. Boy, I did a lot at that doll show. I was a vendor, I taught a class, and I took a class. Did a lot. I just regret not being like taking more pictures with everybody and talking with everybody more. Just kind of regret that. I was just so occupied with everything else. Two Stevens, one Callie. I forgot the other one's name. But I like Callie. I like Callie a lot. I like that sculpt. Love that sculpt. Mm-hmm. It's around too much with that. So same thing. I noticed that it goes for using the Shelly Marie like you with water. You got to try not to pounce in the same place while the paint is wet. While this is wet, because you will take paint off, and it's hard to get it back on right. You know what I mean? You have to kind of go fast with this. and don't keep going over it. I know I do. I tend to do that. It's not good to do. Just keep going over it because then you're going to pull paint back off, and then it's going to be hard to get it even out again, evening it up. So I'll leave it at that. I can always go back in when I do a final touch up, come back in and put more pigment there. Try to get done baking it. So I probably will bake this layer. This is probably going to be trying to get it to only be where I would only bake one layer when painting it, because I don't want to be going in painting, baking a layer, painting, baking a layer. But you never know, I might end up doing that. But I want to try to stick to just only baking one layer, like doing everything acrylic air dry with water. I used type of water I use is the Brita water system. This is good. It's filtered water. So I want to try to keep it with that and then do one layer of this Shelly Marie and bake it once. It goes on very nicely pigmented, and it goes on faster. So I don't want to be going over and over and over and over and over the paint, layer by layer, make it darker, darker, darker. Just try to speed it up a little bit, just a little bit. Trying to get things going. Seems to be working pretty good. If I get used to it, the more I get used to it, who knows, I may full-time go painting with this, you never know. Hey, there's the mama and the baby. Hey, Maria. Hello, everyone. Going to listen while driving. Oh, cool. Where are you driving to? Working on your baby here. I hope you don't mind, but I am experimenting on your baby with the Shelly Marie. Yeah, see, I just put my finger accidentally into that and it made a spot. So, but we can fix that. Where are we driving to today? When I have trouble with the sponge lifting the paint back off, I pounce it instead with a dry, thick, bristled brush. Yes, I have a brush here. That sounds like a good idea. Because I got paint that is coming off here. Good idea. Thank you for that tip. It does seem to be working with this problem area here. And none of that, sometimes you're going to have some problem area, but you get used to painting with this. It's working. Yay. Cool. Come on, stay. Stay. I'm just going to leave that alone for now. Just going to leave that alone. Don't mess with it. But there's a spot over here that just don't want to stay. Stay in your that one. Pick up the kids from church class in a soccer field. Ooh, soccer field. Soccer sounds fun. Is it warm over where you're at? I bet you it is. It's probably real nice over there where you're at. All right. Let's make this more. I'm going to do a few little creases with this. Seems to be drying nice. Got my finger in again. No. Watch your fingers when you're doing this. It's crazy. I was gonna say soccer. It seems so like weird. Try this brush. 85 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's 85 degrees where you're at. I just recently started experimenting with air dry acrylics. I learned with set. Yeah, so I'm definitely experimenting with heat set here. I really haven't before, but now I am. Because it seems to like go on nice. There's like nice parts about it, and that's and then parts that are seem a little difficult. So like I say that there's a place for both of them. Acrylic air dry and the heat set. I want to see if I can incorporate both for now and see. Work. This will work pretty good in tracing. Trace down there. All right, so we're not going to mess with this hand anymore. We're going to let it dry a bit. You can't stand the heat? Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to stand that heat either. So how's your experimenting, Cindy? How's it going with the experimental, with the air dry? And if you're like me, that's sensitive to thinners and stuff, the Shelly Marie does work pretty good. I just got to get used to it, like working with it. Wet. All right, I'm gonna touch up baby's face a little bit here, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Notice I need a little more paint in here, so. Side of the mouth. This stuff makes it easier to get paint inside the mouth, whereas with water, it doesn't seem that easy. I always have trouble with painting inside the mouth. Getting all the paint to spread evenly, getting it in all the places. Sometimes I dread an open mouth baby. You're loving it? Oh, I'm so glad you're loving it. And it's good for your health too. You have better health benefits to it than the thinners. Like so far, the Shelly Marie hasn't been bothering me, and I don't think it's bad for your health. Hopefully not. But I don't get lightheaded or anything from it. Hard time breathing. Just kind of touching up. This is completely dried, so we're just touching up some spots that I feel that needs to be touched up. Here. So this is a great way to spread the paint easier, a little easier in some spots. But I do love, brushing on the paint and taking your brush and going over. I made this mottling here with the brush going in circles. It made pretty good mottling. It did pretty good in the mottling. Doing little circles. I'm becoming sensitive to the thinners. That's the reason I'm trying acrylics. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I switched to acrylics, because back in the day when I switched a long time ago. Back when I switched, nobody was using acrylics really. And I was like one of the first people trying out the acrylics. Everybody was using Genesis. Genesis was the big thing back then. So it was still pretty big to use Genesis back then. But if you're still into heat set painting, try this Shelly Marie. This doesn't make me sick. Try it out. It works pretty good. Just got to get used to it. The consistency is like different. You got to get used to working with how it spreads the paint. Touch up the nose a little bit. There, that looks good. So with this baby, I started out with all acrylics. I mean, well, everything's all acrylic, but I mean, I started off with just using the water, for my, my thinner. So I started off using water like I normally do and spreading the paint like I normally do. And then I decided I'm going to go in like on the final layer of the blushing and see how quickly that goes, because it makes it more richer. I want the color more vibrant. To me, it seems like trying to get the colors to be very vibrant is challenging for me. But this Shelly Marie seems to be working pretty good in spreading it nice and making the colors like nice. But like I said, I don't want to be baking, painting, baking. So we're going to try to make it to where this is going to be a one bake thing as far as the paints go. And then the final bake will be when we're doing the Genesis. I do use Genesis matte varnish and thick medium. So that is the final bake. So I'm just kind of going back in while the paint is dry, and I'm touching up some spots here. Go back in on the lips, touch that up a bit. And I got a cool thing at the Kansas Doll Show for my new wave oven. That is like a type of blanket type thing that was made specifically for your new wave oven. So you don't have to put towels in there when you're baking your babies. And I think that's cool. I can't wait to try it. Can't wait to try it out. So it fits exactly. It exactly fits your new wave oven, and you don't have to put towels in. But I'll probably still put in some towels, of course. While baking. Now I'll probably go in after this and do a touch up with regular acrylic air dry painting. That means with water. Touch it up. I did a baby like that before and it worked out pretty good. I just didn't fully, like I am with this one, kind of fully going on in. I'm getting a runny nose and watery eyes from the thinners now. Yeah, that means that yeah, you are becoming sensitive to that, to the thinners. Um, and you'll get some soon. Yeah, this stuff is pretty good. I like it. So I love it. It's a great alternative way if you want to keep baking your babies. If you want to keep, painting. It turns your acrylic air dry paints into heat set paints. So if that's something you desire, then you can use this great alternative. It just takes some getting used to because this consistency, it's like an oily, it's not like, it's like an oily consistency and I'm not used to it. So, but I'm going to make myself get used to it because I want to see if I can incorporate this with my painting. Because the way it spreads, it's just you have to watch how many times you pounce it while it's wet because then you're going to pounce it back off and then it's kind of a pain. I might actually use, now, I have Genesis heat set paints back there on my shelf. I don't know if you can see it back there. I can. There's like my paints back there, and I have some heat set paints. I think they put thinners in that because when I open up a jar of that heat set paints, I have a lot from Bountiful Baby. I start getting a headache from it. And you're not supposed to, but I start getting a headache from it. And I think they put thinners in it to kind of thin them out a little bit. So she's in the regular, good old golden fluids. So that's what's get mixed in with this. Corner and color in. In the future, when I get more comfortable with it, I will maybe try hair painting. I did try hair painting on a spare head. It works. Yep, works. And it didn't work out too well. But maybe there's just a technique. There's always probably a technique for it. So we'll see. Try it again. All right. And there we have it. Touched up this side to kind of match that side with the kind of thing that's going on in the nose and lips. All right, so this is Quimby. I will be doing the legs offline, but I wanted to come and hang out, and I'm so happy that this worked out. We have 6 people. Oh my gosh, 6 people. Um, hey Sandra, how are you doing? Good to see you. How are you? Hello. So I'll take last comments, questions, because I am done with this baby for now. Want to see if you can go back in and freshen up the paint, the spots that were kind of like missing. It does. It does. Seems like it's working. Okay. Got lots of shopping to do. I don't like grocery shopping. Somebody please go grocery shopping while I sit here and enjoy painting. I mean, technically I could. I could just order my groceries online. Get ready for the work week. Ooh, that does work. Cool. Okay, so the spots where it didn't quite. Maybe some boo-boos here and there will work out. That's pretty cool. I was saying 59 times, I'm gonna let you go and continue on painting, right? Just can't stop, right? Just can't stop. going to be kind of daring. But let's see if I add some on the cheek. Oh no. What's going to happen with that? Ooh. More color. Color there. Can add a little more to the dry, wet on dry. Alrighty. That looks good for now. But I'm going to let you guys go so I can go see what Bark is up to. I can go ahead and see what Bark is up to. All right. Thank you so much for joining. This is cool. You can put like different comments there. I thought about buying a cover, but I didn't get it. Oh, those yeah, those are really cool. I love those covers. And Cindy says I'll get some. Hello, Jen. Hey, Sandra. Coming sensitive. So these are just like some of the comments. This is cool that you can put the comments up there like that. So yeah, so we have 3 people here, but I'm going to go ahead and get going. But before we do, I kind of want to experiment too with putting this over here, see what happens if I put you at the table and see about that. Ooh. Show you a little bit closer. This is what we've done. She's looking alive. And so I can hold the camera up a little bit more. That's what she looks like. And then this is it. This is the paint right here. This is what it looks like in the dish here. Kind of resembles the thinners, but a lot less. It doesn't mess with me. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be too close to paint like that. But I've been on here long enough, but I'm going to let you go. But thank you so much for joining me for today's video live stream. So I'm glad to be back with you guys. I am so excited. And so on behalf of myself, Miss Quinby here, I'm going to get to work some more on the other baby, Famous Faye. And yeah. Thank you again for joining me. Let's see if it says how long we've been on here. 1 hour and 19 minutes. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. We would love to have you. We will be doing a announcement soon for the giveaway baby for patrons. I thank everybody for being patient with me here on YouTube and Patreon for everything that we're going through right now. Thank you so much for your patience. And so, yeah, I love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next live video hangout. This is so much fun. I love it. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Love ya. Bye.